Eight-time Grammy winner Ziggy Marley has been denied entry to stay at a hotel in St. Anne because of their policy of no Jamaicans allowed. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. People, I came across a horrible interview of eight-time Grammy winner Ziggy Marley, son of the legendary world-beloved Bob Marley, saying he's calling on all Jamaicans to intervene in what is happening in Jamaica, as he was denied from staying in a hotel because their policy is that they do not cater to Jamaicans. And he started to speak of the discrimination that Rasta and black people face for years, and here we are in 2023, and the same discrimination is going on in modern-day Jamaica. The name of the hotel is Sea Salt Villa, and we are asking everyone to boycott Sea Salt Villa. People across the world, do not book to stay at this place when going to Jamaica. Discrimination is not to be supported. Do not book to stay at this place. The island mashup and its sellout. Beach we used to go when we were young are now sold, and they are now taken over by imposters and foreigners, and the Jamaica government is silent. Michael Manley and Marcus Garvey must be crying in their grave today at what the island has become. A treasurer officer employed to beryllium has been taken into custody in relation to last month's multi-million-dollar robbery at a Scotiabank ATM in Portmore in St. Catherine. Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of Crime and Security Fitz Bailey said that the suspect was arrested following a targeted operation in St. Anne. The cops said that $500,000 was found in his possession. DCP Bailey said 7 suspects are in custody in connection with the multi-million-dollar heist. One of them has since been charged with murder in relation to another case. And earlier this week, 24-year-old Shimar Yee of Fairview Park in Spanish Town in St. Catherine was hit with 12 charges in relation to the attack on security guards delivering cash to the Scotiabank ATM. And the charges include being a participant in a criminal organization, several breaches of the Firearms Act, and robbery with aggravation. So actually, the beryllium holdup and shootout taking place across Jamaica was really an inside job being masterminded by a criminal at the same company. The supervisor of a supermarket was assaulted and his firearms stolen during a robbery at his establishment in Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth yesterday morning. Reports are that 5 armed men entered the Fedlin supermarket, more popular known as Bundong, about 7:45 in the morning and demanded money. The establishment also includes a cambio and bill payment services. The supermarket supervisor was physically assaulted during an attempt by the men to gain access to the Western Union safe, but the supervisor indicated that he did not have the key to the office. He was then robbed of his licensed firearm. The men escaped in a waiting motorcar. Meanwhile, one of the robbers is said to be in custody after he turned up at a hospital in Mandeville suffering with a gunshot wound, and it's said that the gunfool shot himself in the foot during that robbery. A St. Elizabeth Justice of the Peace is now calling for more resources for the police across the parish, particularly in Santa Cruz. Patrick Campbell said that there has been an increase in criminal activity across the parish in recent weeks. There was another attempted robbery of a beryllium courier truck in Balaclava, where gunmen opened fire on the courier truck carrying millions of dollars. However, they managed to escape. And yesterday morning, the armed men assaulted the supermarket supervisor, stole his firearm. Campbell said that the police seem inadequately equipped to handle the observed crime in St. Elizabeth. Kingston Western Police have charged 4 men with murder and stuffing a man's body into a barrel on Beeston Street in downtown Kingston last month. Following an investigation into the death of Ramaria Jones, 24, of 6 Coral Way, Harborview, Kingston, 17, the men have been charged with murder and conspiracy to murder. Ramon Hall, 34, of Beeston Street, Jaheim Akeem Williams, 19, of Beeston Street, Andre Coven Reed, 29, of Beeston Street, and Akeem Sang, 24, of Charles Street, are among those charged. Jones was attacked and beaten to death in a yard on Beeston Street about 1 a.m., according to homicide detectives. 2 persons were killed and another wounded following a gun attack in Railway Lane in Spanish Town in St. Catherine. Dead are taxi driver Orlando McGregor and Marlene Smith, who was a passenger in his vehicle. The police said about 2:30 yesterday afternoon, 2 men armed with firearms opened fire on a white Toyota Probox motorcar in which the deceased and the injured man were traveling. McGregor and Smith received multiple gunshot wounds, while the other man received injuries to his left knee. They were all rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where McGregor and Smith were pronounced dead and the injured man admitted. Meanwhile, a young girl was stabbed to death in the community of Russia in Savlamar yesterday. Reports are that the young girl, who is said to be about 13 years old, was stabbed in her upper body during an altercation with another female. She has been identified as Kemoya Jenkinson. Jenkinson, who was a student of the Spot Valley High School in St. James, is said to have been visiting relatives for the Easter holiday. She was transported to the Savlamar Public General Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Meanwhile, a passenger was shot during an alleged confrontation with police at a checkpoint at the intersection of Maxfield and Balmora Avenue on Wednesday night. According to the head of the Public Safety and Enforcement and Traffic Branch, Assistant Commissioner of Police Gary Mackenzie, he said about 9:15 p.m. on Wednesday, members of the branch acting on information conducted a vehicle checkpoint at the intersection of Maxfield and Balmora Avenue. Reports said that the police saw a Probox taxi motorcar approaching and signaled the vehicle to stop. While they were conducting investigations, the passenger in the vehicle allegedly brandished a firearm and opened gunfire at the officers. The police returned fire and a passenger was shot. A firearm was reportedly retrieved. On to sports. Title contenders Mount Pleasant FA were held to a 0-0 draw by Portmore United in their rescheduled Jamaica Premier League second round game, which is played at the Ferdinand Park in Portmore yesterday evening. And it was Mount Pleasant FC fifth straight game without a win, as they remain in third place on 38 points and have only won once in their last 8 games. The result also saw Portmore United 3 games winning streak comes to a halt. They remain in 7th place on 32 points, which is 2 points outside the final playoff spot. Arnett, meantime, is on top on 42 points, followed by Cavaliers on 40, Mount Pleasant in third on 38 points with Harborview and Humble Lions on 36, with Waterhouse in 6th spot on 34. Meanwhile, the 3-day Carifta Games will begin tomorrow, and Jamaica has sent a very strong team to represent the island. The team is expected to do great, especially with the many records broken at champs, and the fast and impressive times that the athletes did will do them very well in the Bahamas tomorrow. This is going to be a really great weekend for track and field. On to cricket, St. Elizabeth Technical High School successfully defended their Headley Cup crown with a 6-wicket victory over Mayday High in the 3-day final at Sted Sports Complex. Having gained a first innings lead of 15 runs, Stets restricted Mayday to 122 for 9 declared in their second innings. Stets then chased down the 108-run target, losing only 4 wickets in the process. Scores are Mayday first at bat 202 and 122 for 9 declared, Stets 217 and 108 for 4. So congratulations to Stets, now All-Island champion again. They have won this Headley Cup almost every single year. And if you ever miss the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamaican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep it going. That's gonna be news and sports on your favorite radio station. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.